Hey guys, welcome back to the Emlyn in the Mix show, season 5, episode 32. Can't believe we haven't actually checked out this plugin before on the show, but it is of course the Rhodes V8 plugin, and you're stuck with me today attempting to play the keys, but I do want to show off the authenticity of this particular plugin because I believe that Rhodes have actually captured the genuine sound of the Rhodes V8. It sounds really freaking incredible, so excuse my playing on the show today, but you're just gonna have to enjoy it, aren't you? We'll go through some of the presets. There is no kickback for me other than Rhodes letting me check this plugin out today, and we're also gonna check out, they have a V Rack, which is like an effects rack, so we'll have a little look at that and what it can do to the sound. But first, before we get stuck into the show today, what is the Rhodes V8 plugin all about? So you can essentially build your ideal Rhodes sound in a plugin form. So for the first time, the hollowed sound and the feel of the acclaimed Rhodes Mk VIII electric piano is at your fingertips in any recording studio at obviously a much more affordable price as a plugin. So the V8 is a deeply multi-sampled modeled. Now I do want to say, this plugin it's not a small sample based plugin, it's quite large. I believe, and don't quote me on this, I think it's about 10 gigabytes. But the loading speed is actually very impressive for the size of this. I just wanted to put that in there. So you get a hyper-realistic version of Rhodes Mk VIII capturing all the nuances and characters of the flagship electric piano, and the only official software to carry the Rhodes name. The V8 is the final destination for musicians looking to augment their productions with this timeless beauty of the true Rhodes sound. And yeah, you can buy it there as a package. The Rhodes V8 Pro, we've got the Rhodes V8 as different options here. Today we are checking out the Rhodes V8 Pro option here. You got your main view here. So your main view is essentially the place to make broad tone shaping adjustments to the V8's preamp board. The V8 preamp and FX appear in the exact Mk VIII configuration. The effects are in the Pro Edition only, making it effortless to dial in sounds. Taking center stage is the stereo VariPan effect featuring very welcome 4 waveforms. And you got your setup view as well. So the V8 Pro setup view is a per note editor for piano setup parameters featuring editable timbre, damper, tuning, and level lanes. And this view enables a forensic level of control over the characteristic of every single note. So we just jump across here. If you are watching us on Spotify or YouTube, you can see the multi-sampled layers here. I believe these colors indicating the samples, which is very amazing. The level of detail they've gone to here, Rhodes, with this plugin is actually freaking incredible. And the detailed view offers deep adjustments to tuning and timbre with the option to add mechanical and pedal noise. In addition, you can find an array of amp cab simulators here, such as the Rhodes 79 suitcase and twin tube combo, augmented by condenser and dynamic microphone choices. Also, additional tone sculpting options for profile, EQ, and effects wait for you here. And that's how that looks there. All right, we're gonna accept all those cookies. Accept all those freaking cookies, baby. You get cookies all over you. All right, and then you know this sound. The Rhodes sound is in an innumerable amount of hit songs. It's everywhere. Again, you're stuck with me today, guys. You are stuck with, man, don't hate on my keys playing, okay? I am not a keys player. And I think that's probably why I've taken so long to look at this plugin. But let's just enjoy the actual sound. So let's jump over. Here we go. Ableton Live. I've actually got both the Rhodes V Rack up here, and I want to look at that today. And then I've got the Rhodes V8 Pro plugin there behind me. We'll turn the V Rack off for now because we'll check that out. I'll have a timeline down below too if you just want to skip ahead through all the terrible attempts of playing here. But let's go through some of the preset sounds. This is the GUI. It is resizable. Kudos for the resizable GUI. I do have a complaint though, and I don't know if it's me or, this, I don't like the horizontal plugin. I don't know what it is. See, if things like that happen, I do have a browser behind it here, but yeah, I'm not enjoying. I wish it was a square or it was a little bit more squared. This display. I don't know what it is. I just don't like the length. I get that what they're trying to do, so you feel like you got the Rhodes here in the studio, but if it was a square with like some more options of the GUI, that'd be really nice. But yeah, here we go. Here's our main page. There's your setup page. We talked about it there, and you can, looks like you can get into each sample and sort of change each parameter and nuance here. We won't do that for the sake of this, but that's freaking really amazing. You can do that. And then you got your detailed mode here as well to get into the back end, adding your profile, EQ, velocity, pedal, noise. You got your compression, chorus, everything here. But I think we'll just play with some of the presets first, and let's have a listen to how the sing sounds, because I think it sounds pretty freaking dope. So here I got it connected to my Control S49 keyboard here, and I'll attempt to play some keys for you. Really fat, really warm sounding, amazing sounding, in fact. Even though for someone like me who can't actually play the keys, it sounds really good. Just with, also I wanted to mention with the velocity sensitivity on this thing, it sounds great. The harder you hit it, obviously you get a really nice, beautiful, rich sound, and you can tell it's been sampled really well. Yeah, pitch and mod expression wheels. Not actually working on this because I guess the unit doesn't actually have them. But how good does it sound? Like, even for someone like me who's just having a bit of fun, it's a really expressive sounding instrument. So let's go through some of the presets, and I'll just show you too, like, I'm really impressed with the speed at which these presets open. I guess it's already, all the samples are already loaded and they must jump on the RAM or something. There you go. I've already, like, there was no load time. So we got a cool effect here. Now, I know I criticized the GUI, but I gotta say, actually, that the GUI actually, in this recording of the show, actually looks kind of dope. But just for when I'm playing it at home, I don't know why, I don't like that wide. I just want it squared. Wish there was an option for that, but it actually looks good here. It looks really good for showing it off. Because you can see the keys I'm playing there. That's really dope. Look, you're not going to get a Dr. Mix here. You're not getting none of that. Like, I don't play the keys like that. I like to just sort of, you know, muck around. But this sounds very good. Let's go through some more presets here. So that was a chorusy one. Here's a compressed one. Honestly, this sounds really good. Like, if you've slept on this or you heard, because I know this got released last year and there hasn't been much hype around it, to be honest. There was a little bit when it dropped, but this is probably a good thing that I'm coming back to this and looking at it, because it sounds really good. So if you need this sound in your productions, I think Rhodes, let's be honest, like I think they've nailed this sound. Ooh, that's nice. That makes me sound like I can play good. So you put a bit of delay, a bit of reverb, you'd think I'm, you know. My cameras are falling off. Where is it? Hang on. I had an idea for a second. Anyway. Absolutely amazing. We've only looked at like several presets here. There's one with a bit drier of a sort of outcome. All right, that's pretty cool. So if I just show you the presets we got here. So we're literally still in the factory defaults, but you do have some artist presets, and you get quite a lot actually. For artist presets, that's a lot. Then you got your pure Rhodes, classic Rhodes sounds, dirty and amped Rhodes. Oh man, there's a bunch of really good presets. I don't know if they updated this from the first time I looked at this, but it looks like there's a lot of presets here. Experimental as well. I guess I want to look at, I don't know, there's just so many. Obviously we can never look at all the presets on the show, but let's check out the mod effects, and we'll just go through a few of these. So this is the first of the mod effects, and again they load straight away. Beautiful. Bit of that Wurlitzer vibe. Is it a whirly? Wavy tuney. How good is that? That sounds so good. Ooh. How about this? Ooh. I love that preset. Bouncy balls. Brighter phase. Oh, it sounds great. Look, for even someone like myself, like I said, not a keys player, but this thing, you can still have fun with it. Like, you really get the nuances, the authenticity. It sounds brilliant. Like, I haven't even really played with the front end panel here, but you can dial in the parameters if you want to add a bunch more, like delay, add your mix. I mean, that's a really good sounding plugin, actually. Your phaser, chorus here, we could dial that right in. So yeah, you can dial in, obviously, you got your very pan here to get that whirly sort of sound with the speakers going left to right. EQ, can brighten it up, dampen it, get a bit of drive, make it crunchy. Like, do not actually, I feel like I slept on this because it's a lot better than I realized. So you can make something like this. Like, no one would think that's a Rhodes. That sounds so dope. I feel like that's the guitar, like. Wow. There's something about the tone of the Rhodes. You add a bit of drive. Wow. This instrument comes alive. That sounds like a guitar. What's going on? Literally, I slept on this plugin. I literally slept on it. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, what happened? Did we change the preset? Oh no, we didn't. Oh, okay, so we got a dub stage. You make that dubby sort of. I'm gonna attempt. Okay, I'm just gonna try. I think they play it like short and stabby, don't they? It's like. I see what they've done though, and I see why the presets load so quickly. Because you've already got all the samples are in place, I think that all that's happening is you got your beautifully sampled Rhodes instrument already once you've loaded it, and then all the parameters on top of that, like your effects and compression and so forth, just slaps on top of that. Now, will I hear, if I muck around with these, will I actually get a difference in my sound? Oh, you gotta be down there. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so we're just checking out impromptu here, checking out the setup page. So like you can muck around with to get like really weird nuances and trippy sort of tuning on your keys. That's so cool. So you could be playing down here and everything sounds normal. So it's like, but then I want to go and I get some sort of interesting nuances there, which we can sort of just play with. Actually, I'm just gonna put it in here. I'm sorry I wore this jumper. I thought the green screen wouldn't pick it up, but it did. Just putting it in there. It's not even green. It's like a iridescent yellow. Anyway, I'm loving. Amazing. So yeah, that's basically what the setup page does. It allows you to essentially get in the back end. And while we're here, checking out the pages, and then you can get your detail page, which I'm pretty sure all this is on the front panel anyway. On the main page, it's a bit smaller. There's a little bit extra options here, but you can see your cabinet more or less. I can change my cabinet here, change my mic. Yeah, you just got a bit more like sort of option to get in and really mess with things, you know, change the warmth, bring the tone down, velocity. You can have your velocity of max, so you don't have to just hit it lightly. That makes you seem like more of a mad player too, because it's like, I actually prefer that because I was having to smash the keys before to actually get that rich Rhodes tone. But if you have the velocity on full like this, you can literally get away with just playing it lightly. I'm super impressed, not gonna lie. We're still in the mod preset section. I mean, yeah, again, you've got a ton of presets. I don't even think I need to sell this thing. This thing sells itself. It sounds amazing. And I'm not here to even sell it, actually. I can give you my critical feedback where it's due, but I literally slept on this plugin and it sounds really, really good. I like the idea that you can get the classic Rhodes. To be honest, I'm not familiar with every single model of Rhodes. I just know that there's a Rhodes sound per se, but like, you know, you could, if you want to get that authentic sound. It looks like you got your Mark I Max comp here. This is what that sounds like. So it's a very traditional Rhodes sound, but again, with this, because I don't want to be smashing my keys, let's put the velocity on 100%. It does change the tone a bit though. And it's a lot quieter, right? So yeah, you can get your classic presets here as well. We'll go back to the main page for the sake of this video. But love these modern effects. There is experimental. I wouldn't mind just having a quick look at dirty amp or dirtied and amped. Yeah, you're gonna get that crunchy. I really like this. This is cool. Now over here, I'm guessing this is your profile. So what can we do here? Is this gonna change our setup? I'm not entirely sure what we're getting. Oh yeah, it does. This changes the key nuances. Maybe giving you different sort of model vibes. Oof. It's like these keys have like some, oh wow. That last one was like the keys had like a rotten decay on them or something. That's turned it off, but then the higher keys have that rotten decay. Might just be this preset, but yeah, I guess you can go. That's cool, you can change the profile. Oh wow, look at that. It's sort of got a wave on the, like is that the, I think that's the velocity. I actually don't know, but. All right, I suppose I better show you the V Rack. Super impressed with this. I'm really not gonna lie. I'm actually a lot more impressed than I thought it would be. And the presets are great. All right, let's quickly look at this V Rack. We'll turn it on. So this just gives you another level of effects. I'm actually, yeah, first time checking this out on the show, but there's your V Rack. So I'm guessing I can just, there we go, I can put a bit of drive on. Already on this preset which has a lot of drive, so maybe what we'll do is we'll just go back to one of our factory defaults here. Okay, so here we just got our, here is our original Rhodes default. Here it is, just plain and simple. Okay, so now I want to add a bit of drive. Beautiful, right? And it looks like we've got all the same options that are on the front panel here. I guess what's great about the V Rack is that if you're using a totally different instrument, you could just add that sort of Rhodes sound to any instrument, you know? There we go, we got our Very-Pan. That's cool. Yeah, you could, this is great. So the V Rack is an effects plugin. Fantastic. So yeah, you could add this to anything. Add some EQ. Boost that high end. Might turn that Very-Pan off because it's full on. Add a compression. Pull down, give it a parallel mix of dry and wet. Got a pretty loud sounding instrument now. And we just add a bit of delay to it and a bit of chorus because why not? Yeah, they really nailed the effects section on this. so good. I told you were stuck with me playing the keys, but could it have been worse? My action cam, if you're watching us back here, it's so hilarious. It keeps getting caught up on the desk here. That's super dirty. Yeah, so you wouldn't, if you had the Rhodes V8 Pro, you don't need this V Rack. This V Rack would be more for, I mean, it's an incredible option. Actually makes it easier to see which effects are on, but you wouldn't, I can make it nice and big too. That's great. You essentially wouldn't need it because these effects are all included in the Rhodes V8 plugin. I'll just turn the drive down a little bit. Anyway, I think I'm gonna have to leave the video there, but wow, well done to Rhodes. Really wasn't expecting, I don't know if they improved. I feel like the first time I had this plugin, it felt a bit bloated. I don't know if it was my settings and it felt like it wasn't operating as well as it has been today, but once you get this plugin loaded, which doesn't take long, the presets load super fast. And I think the main thing is they've actually really captured the essence of the Rhodes, which is an instrument in itself, you know, on countless hit records. If I could actually play, it might represent a bit better how the Rhodes, you know, sounds, you know, like in those big records that it's featured in. But man, did I sleep on this, because even though I can't play, I can still get inspiration from this and I can still enjoy the sounds and the nuances and appreciate how well Rhodes have captured this sample instrument. Anyway, kudos to Rhodes for letting us check this out today. I have a link for it down below. It may be an affiliate link. I'm just gonna put it there. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but wow, this is really cool, and they weren't mucking around when they made this thing. Anyway, guys, if you liked the video today, make sure to hit like on the way out. Make sure to hit subscribe as well. Really does help the channel and helps others discover this show. If you press that like button, we get a bunch of likes and we get a lot of engagement. People will find this that enjoy or want to learn more about this instrument, because definitely you shouldn't sleep on this. If you can't afford a Fender Rhodes, then this is definitely, in fact, I would almost argue that this would be the way to go. In this day and age, you don't want to be spending, unless you must have a Rhodes hardware. I mean, they're not cheap, but they're a freaking instrument in themselves. They sound freaking amazing. I mean, do yourself, look, if you got to get one, go out and get one. But this in software form is captured so well. If you want a Rhodes in your computer, they have done it. So kudos and well done to Rhodes. All right, guys. Till next week, we'll be back with another episode, checking out something amazing indeed. Till then, peace out. Thanks for joining me. Boom. Hey, thanks for listening to the Emlyn in the Mix podcast. Here, you will find all the latest in music technology, software and hardware, interviews, and more. Also, don't forget to check out the Emlyn in the Mix YouTube channel today. Till next time, keep it real.